Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement.
Good morning, good people. This is LaShonda Johnson, your certified financial educator and the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance. Bright and early here on The Money Factor, here on the Spirit Podcast Network. And
I am Tony Sanders, also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance, your licensed financial professional as well. And look, we got an incredible show for you guys today.
Ooh, it's going to be good.
Yeah, because you know what? Now we going to clients' house and their house all decorated for the holidays.
Yes. Jack Frost is nipping at our nose.
And our toes here in Houston. We woke up, it was like 37 degrees.
Oh, yeah. So those of you who live in the north, you're like, what y'all talking about?
Right.
That's not even nothing.
It was snowing in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, but you know what? 'Tis the season. And 'tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. However, you don't want to follow la 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 out of love with your loved ones because you're not doing the right thing for Christmas. And you don't want your budget to suffer. So today, for just one day. It's one day, okay? So really, you guys, the reason for the season, of course, if you know the story of baby Jesus, they brought gifts to him, but we do the most with the gift thing.
What, girl, what? Can you please?
I love your post. Y'all do the most for the gram and less for the fam.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to teach you how to do things economically.
Right.
Really celebrate the season for the reason and keep your budget intact.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited about this show this morning. I hope you guys are sharing the show. Okay, because we want everybody to come out of Christmas alive this year. Some of y'all are still dying from 2017's Christmas. Mm-hmm. We want you to live through this one and, go into 2019 with a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
And a smile in your budget.
Right.
Okay, so Tony, want to get started?
Let's get started.
Jump
because
right in.
I love this holiday season just like anybody else, but I do want you guys to be conscious of what you're spending and how you're spending it. Because I heard this before we get started. You know what I heard?
What's that?
We really have about 4 seasons of Christmas gifts that we have that we can gift. You don't really need to go out and buy anything because that's how much stuff we have.
Oh, we have a lot of stuff. We don't really need a season or a reason to buy.
Absolutely.
Because we just automatically do that. So, but with Christmas, everybody's in a festive mood, a festive spirit, and
spending mood.
And definitely that is the mood. Mm-hmm. The mantra is spend, and so there's things that you can do to keep things intact so that you don't suffer beyond the holidays.
Absolutely.
So,
I thought you got new red glasses. That's why I'm looking like.
Well, I have 3 different pairs. So
okay,
I'm trying to be like you.
All right now. I love it.
Yeah, so when I don't want to put my contacts in, you guys, some days you're going to see me here with contacts. Some
Can y'all
days
see
you
her?
won't.
She got new glasses.
Yeah, I needed new eyes bad. My eye doctor's like, now, you're supposed to be in here every year. Why are you creeping in here a year and a half later?
Oh, wow.
But anyway, yes, I can see clearly now.
I can see clearly now. Okay.
So we hope that you can see clearly through this holiday season. So the very first article that we're going to start with is going to tell you the crucial budgeting tips, okay,
Yes.
everyone needs for Christmas.
Yes, I love this budgeting tips. So it's
Tips, yes.
Yes, while it's incredibly fun to shop for Christmas, it can also be incredibly stressful. It is easy to get caught up in the spirit of giving and spend a little too much. That right there, LaShonda, says it all. It says that's where your budget can help. Now, you have to have a budget in order for that to work. By organizing your money now, you'll know exactly how much you can spend on gifts and your favorite people. Once you make your budget, it will help you stretch your cash. Here are 5 crucial tips to remember. I love that, but you have to have a budget now. It says your budget. You have to make a budget. Number 1, start thinking of gift ideas now. During the holidays, the stores are competing for your business. Yeah, so if that blanket scarf you want isn't on sale at one place, chances it will be on sale somewhere else at the same point this season. The sooner you know what you want to buy for everyone, the sooner you can start looking for the best deals. Let's stop right there for a second, because I know people who literally shop all during the year just for Christmas, so when they see something on sale, they don't have to wait for it to get it at that time.
They do that with decorations.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
because they're always on
best time
sale.
to buy decorations is right after
the season.
After the season, yes.
After the season.
So you have to just learn how to be smart. I like the idea that it says your favorite people. That means everybody's not getting a gift. Everybody doesn't need a gift. Everybody, you can blow some kisses, but everybody doesn't need a gift.
Yeah, and I think just as we're making a list of things, we need to make that list of people.
People first, then things.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because you'll know exactly what you can, pair up and what you can get a person, and get something that somebody can use. A lot of times we just buy things and they don't have a really a use for it, or they don't use it, and then that's wasteful as well.
It is. So I think because we're last minute shoppers, so we just grab stuff and we're not really putting any thought to it. But Christmas comes, last I checked, same time every year.
What?
Is it on the 25th
It's
this
on
year
the 25th.
too? Was it on the 25th last year?
On the 25th.
Is it going to be on the 25th next year?
On the 25th.
Okay, so we can plan these things
Absolutely.
in advance, you guys. Look, look me in the eye when I say this. Plan. You can plan. And you can also plan in advance, so when Christmas comes, you're already done with your shopping.
You're done.
So let's go back to the article, Tony.
Yes, I absolutely love this. It says, do it yourself. Homemade gifts are a great way to maximize your giving without increasing your budget. But don't procrastinate until the day before you give them. Make your mason jar cookies ahead and actually try a batch of them. Nothing's worse than realizing you substituted all the sugar for salt at the last minute, and that's a recipe for a midnight grocery run and a lot of money down the drain.
Yep.
I absolutely agree, and I just love getting those little homemade gifts, because that's where your thought really has gone into it.
And people have really worked.
Girl,
you
they
didn't
didn't
just
take
go
the
in there and
time to
pick up
do
something
that.
real quick,
Yes.
slap some gift wrap paper on it, and then go.
Actually taking the time.
Yes.
And I think when you put into your time and your talents for something, that's more valuable than anything that you
People
can buy.
really appreciate that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
yes.
I think we've come so commercialized with Christmas that we forgot the thought behind it.
Right. So I know that you
And
bake,
so-
so I'll take cake, cookies.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm actually that's my plan.
Absolutely. You find out, hey, what would you like? Something that somebody's going to use. The worst thing is to have to go over somebody's house and you've gifted them something and it's still there in the gift bag or in the box and they haven't opened. Really, literally.
I know, and that happens
it
too.
happens.
Or they re-gifted and forget you gave it to them and they
give it back to you. Yeah, that's a good one.
No, I mean, so you guys just be thoughtful. Really think about what people need. And so I want to throw something out there too, Tony. Sometimes people need services. Like, you could clean their home for them.
Absolutely.
Babysit their kids so you can have a night out.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
I love it.
Especially people who take care of elderly parents,
Give them a break.
Give them a break.
Absolutely.
Especially single moms.
Right.
Give single moms a break. Give them a night out and have them come over. Have their kids come over. You go over and watch them.
Right.
Some of those kind of gifts.
Give
And you
of your
can write it
time.
up really cute in a little card. I'm real crafty with stuff like that. But, we just need to remember people
Absolutely.
and what they need.
Absolutely. And while we're saying about time, and don't forget about those charitable organizations too that you can give back.
Absolutely.
that you can give back to.
Yes, and we're going to actually have one coming up here in just a few seconds.
Absolutely. So I think that's really important to remember. So let's look at what's next
Okay.
on the list. Wow. How about this? Split up your holiday costs. Most of us don't launch into the Christmas shopping until December, except for your mother-in-law who finished her shopping 3 months ago. Exactly what we were just talking about. But there's no reason you can't knock a few things off of your list early. Go ahead and put a little extra money in your November budget to purchase Christmas cards, wrapping supplies, new party dress. This will leave you feeling a little less stressed by spreading your costs and your to-dos. I totally agree about that because, you know, just like we always talk about Christmas in July, a lot of people really get started because you already know the season is coming up. Start having a fun for that.
Yeah, you know how we make fun of people. You Christmas shopping already?
Yeah, but that's smart.
But you know,
That is really smart.
they're already done, and they got the good sales. So sales are going on year round. You can actually be looking for things year round when it's cost effective to do it, or maybe your budget is a little bit more lenient.
Right.
1 month, and you have some extra disposable income. Take care of some of your.
And can you imagine that those who are already completed their shopping? I agree. It's less stress. You don't have to be in the hustle and the bustle into all the stores with everybody.
I hate that.
You
I hate that.
Really enjoy the season.
You can.
You can really enjoy the
Man, I'm
season.
telling you. You know, some other things. Give them a class to go to. You know, like you know,
A workshop.
a workshop. Yeah.
All
you know.
right.
And you know, make a couples night. Come to the workshop. Learn about your finances.
And now
Anyway.
that's a great way to start your year.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, how about number 4? It says rearrange your budget. This is the time of year that tends to be one of the tightest for many of us. So if your budget's starting to feel a strain, switch things up. If you normally spend $200 eating out, temporarily knock it down to $100. How about you just knock it out and eat at home?
Absolutely.
And for November and December, that frees up $200 of shopping. You know, I think that's where we spend a lot of our money.
But let me throw something else in here. During the
What?
holidays, travel.
Ooh.
Travel can swallow up your budget.
Right.
So that's definitely something you need to plan for. If all your family is not local and you have to
And you
travel
have to
to
travel?
see them, and if it's not driving distance and it's a large family,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you definitely have to prepare for that.
That's a really
that's
good one.
that's a budget killer. That's
because
a mood
and it's
killer.
it's a back to back because you've traveled for November for Thanksgiving and now Christmas.
I mean, I'm gonna, suggest that you guys maybe alternate, with family. I know we used to do that with my family because we got sick of, years ago when I was living somewhere else married. We would have to we were doing all the traveling. We started saying, no, you know what? We come for Thanksgiving, you guys come for Christmas. Or
Right.
we come for Christmas, you guys come for
That's a good
Thanksgiving.
thing.
So that there can be not so much of a financial burden
on one person. Right.
Yes.
And let's talk about this too, LaShonda. How about you guys, instead of buying everybody gifts, what about the white elephant?
Just do the white elephant.
Let's
I love the white
play.
elephant. And
Yes.
there's really cute ways to do it now. Okay, so it's time for us to go to our first ad, okay? And the portion of this show is being sponsored by our friends at Elite Dental Wellness. So at Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We're committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon the foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Ashonda Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. Okay, you guys.
Honey,
So when you see your relatives, you want to be like,
yes, honey,
your
have
smile
that
on
smile
fleek.
right. Don't be
Okay.
getting them people facing your teeth
hello,
that right.
go call Elite. Go call them right now, okay?
Yes. So
All
yeah,
right.
let's get back to that for a second because I just love the fact that that's a great way for people to budget. And even our producer gave a great idea. You know, there's a lot of good things that you can find in the little trinket stores, your dollar stores,
Yeah, it was
your
like
five and below.
I just went into that store the first time.
Really?
Just about a week ago. I was looking for something actually to prepare a client gift basket that sent a lot of referrals to me. So shout out to you guys who do referrals.
Absolutely.
We reward you for
Yes,
that.
we got a great one
Okay?
yesterday too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so I went in and I was like, okay, this place, everything here is under $5. I didn't know what Five and Below meant.
Right. And they have some good stuff.
I just put it towards the degrees or something. I didn't know. I'd never been in there before.
Right.
But yeah, there all kinds of good stuff. I'm like, at first I went, I was like, okay, this is a store full of junk. But it's not. There's decorations. There's, you want to buy.
You'd be really
surprised at the things that they have in there. So be creative. This is the time to turn off your bougie meter and turn up your economical meter.
I love it. I love it. And
okay.
And you know what? And put $1 to it. So
yes.
I always tell people, hey, if we're going to exchange, let's keep it within, $20, whatever your budget is. But you and your friends, you and your family, let's put $1 limit, a spending limit onto it. And that goes back to really.
And it really get some good things, you guys. I mean, you got to go to the TJ Maxx's of the world, the Home Goods of the world, the Marshalls of the world, your favorite Ross.
Yes. I like, don't forget Ross. But you know what? I want to talk about this too. Okay, gift cards, they kind of played out now. Y'all stop doing the gift card thing. Then I got to go to the store and I got to fight with the people. You know what? Let's just do something that we can do it at home.
Cash works.
Cash works too.
Cash works real good.
Yes.
And you don't have to pay fees for the cash.
And you don't have to pay the fees.
You pay about $4.95 for gift cards, you guys. So heads up, every dime counts. Just think, if you're giving away several gift cards, and that used to be me. I used to just give gift cards
$100 in fees.
And by the time I calculated, I was like, okay, let me send y'all some cash. Or give you some cash, because then I save some money.
And if you old school like me, a check still works.
Exactly. Well, check is the same as cash. Write a check, cash, what have you, And so my granddaughters, they like, Nana, just let's wait till after. That's when all the sales are.
And they can get more.
So I don't have to worry about buying them things because they don't normally like what I buy. So I just give them cash or take them.
Typical teenagers.
Yes, yes. So I'm loving them being teenagers, because it takes some of the stress off of me to do things for them.
Right. So those are all great tips. Great tips. Let's see. Anything? I think it's one more on there. It says track your spending. A budget doesn't help if you don't stick to it. I think I need to repeat that. A budget doesn't help if you do not stick to it. You have to track your spending. When life gets crazy, especially when life gets crazy, this will remove the anxiety of, can I really afford to buy this? Or can I really afford to go there? And the last thing you need during the most wonderful time of the year is more stress. Have tons of holiday fun. A budget makes your Christmas shopping more fun because you know how much you can spend and people you love. No guessing, no stressing. That's what we like to call the holiday magic. Create your Christmas budget today and your experience of the joy of giving without the stress of debt. I absolutely just love this article.
It's really cute, but it's practical.
It's very practical.
It's something that you can do. 5 easy tips, and those are easy tips. The thing is, you guys really try to stay as stress-free as possible.
My goodness, yes.
And the best way to stay stress-free is to not, exceed your spending limit.
Absolutely.
Stay within the confines of what you're able to do. This is the time to say it's okay. I don't have it. I'm not going to do. If you don't have a budget at all, then that's when you just have to, tell people. You have to be real.
You have to be real.
Okay? Because at the end of the day, after Christmas, no one is in your household going to, do you know somebody that's going to pick up your expenses and pay your bills if you let them all go to the wayside because of Christmas?
Right.
Okay? So we have to learn other ways to celebrate the season with people when we don't have.
Absolutely.
Okay?
And you have to keep in mind that just 6 days later is the first of the month, and then
just 6 days later.
6 days later, everything is due.
And just right now, it's time to end Facebook. So you guys, we're not on here forever. It's just 15 minutes. However, the show is not ending. But what I need you to do right this moment, this second, right now, is go over and subscribe. Go to the Sphere and subscribe. Okay, subscribe to The Money Factor. Okay, to our show, all of the major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. We're on all those, but we do need you to subscribe. Then we want you to review the show. Okay, you can shoot over to iTunes iTunes and give some constructive feedback. We would really appreciate it, okay? We want the world to know what we're doing, and we also would appreciate it if you share the show. We don't know who you know. It's so many people out there, so we don't know who you know, and we don't know who they know. But if we share, then guess what? The world is a better place, okay? Especially when we're learning about money, okay? Then now, of course, you can donate because we do provide this show to you completely complimentary. You can become a regular donation patron, or you can donate one time. Now, this is something we're doing for the Christmas season, okay? So for the month of December, the Spear has decided to help support the Hungerthon initiative to help end hunger in America and around the globe. So you can go to www.thesphere.tv/Hungerthon to donate today. So if you're watching us, there it is right there on the screen. Go and donate, you guys. Let's feed some people. Let's get in the habit of giving. We already talk about giving a lot. And so we want you guys to be able to give. This is the season, really, though. You should be thinking about people who don't have.
Absolutely.
We are abundantly blessed,
Absolutely.
most of us. So let's help those who are not.
Yes, to whom much is given, much is required.
Is expected and required, okay? So, again, the show is not ending, but Facebook Live is. You'll have to be a subscriber to go back and watch it in its entirety. And trust me, you would want to see this show in its entirety. Okay. So, let's go back to the next article. Let's go to the next article.
To the next article.
So the next article is, are you and your partner in sync on holiday spending? Before we get into this, okay, let's just say, we know that this is also a time of season that, when you have a partner, a significant other, a spouse, what have you, there can be a lot of tension.
What?
First, because you're arguing over, which house are we going to first? I don't want to go see your folks.
I don't want to go see your people.
Your people crazy, my people crazy, or whatever.
Right.
It just tension starts to always fly in the holiday season. Already you're thinking about, the day is supposed to be chill, but you're running all over the place visiting people. But one of the biggest things is your finances. Not being on the same page in your finances. And so sometimes the husbands just give the task to the wife to go in and do all the shopping.
You
because
just do everything.
Men don't like to shop,
right?
Most of them. But women, we're all excited, and then we get ready to go visit. And these people open up their gifts, and you're like, you spent all that money on that?
Well,
you didn't tell me you were doing that.
Right.
Why you do that?
Right.
And so what we want you guys to do, this article is going to help you guys to be in sync. And that's very important because, like Tony said, 6 days later is the new year. But guess what? That night, y'all got to go home together.
Ooh.
Not just 6 days later.
Baby,
you
that
gotta
car,
go home.
can you imagine that car ride?
Ooh, some silence.
It's a silent night, all right. It's a silent night. Baby.
Now the creature was stirring.
Yes, because also on the flip side of that, or you buy your family better gifts than you done bought mine.
Oh, see, that's not right.
See?
Okay, let's get into this article
Yes,
because
I love
we
it.
need to keep the peace. Okay, the holidays are the perfect period to bond as a family, enjoy quality time with loved ones, and spend money. But a large number of U.S. couples aren't seeing eye to eye on the holiday spending front. In fact, 30% don't agree to a holiday spending limit ahead of time. Bad, 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 bad. According to the new report by Quicken. As such, they're taking the risk that they'll end up hurting not only their finances, but their relationships.
Over one day.
Over one day.
Wow.
You guys, holiday spending is a source of strife. It's no secret that many couples argue about money so much that it's a major driver of divorce. We already know that.
Yes.
So why would you go into this like this, okay? And while the holidays might be limited period during which things get stressful from a financial standpoint, the fact that nearly a third of couples find themselves out of sync over spending is hardly a passing trend. So this is obviously happening,
Right.
More and more.
And can we agree to this? We see this all the time.
Oh,
It's
we do.
just not during the holiday
Oh,
seasons.
no.
So
No.
if you can imagine that you've gone from January all the way up to November and you've been arguing about money, you're not on the same page, you're not in sync, and now you're coming up to the holidays where you've blown your
What do
budget.
you think you're going to do?
Baby.
You're going to argue more.
You're going to argue more.
Yeah, it's going to get even, the situation is even going to get more tense.
Right.
Because like you said, this is happening all year long.
All
We sit
year
down
long.
with couples all the time, and nobody knows what's going on with the money.
Yes. And can y'all stop arguing in front of us?
I don't think they can help
I
it.
was like a little referee one day. I was like,
I've been a referee in many
wait.
situations. I've been a referee in many situations where
Yes.
they're like, so let me see that again. What you doing? She
Yeah.
handles it, and then they're all happy. Yeah, she
Yeah.
handles it until we start putting things
Put
in
them
black
numbers
and white.
Hello.
Like, wait a minute, what's going on? What's really going on?
Yes.
You know, and I'm like, okay, can we all just get along?
Can we get along?
We gon' hey, let's hold hands.
Yes.
And we're going to get through this together.
I was like, okay, wait. Listen, Linda. Listen.
You need your referee whistle.
Yeah. You
Wait
need
a minute,
whistle.
wait.
Yes.
You go to
Time
your
out.
corner, you go to your corner.
Time out.
Okay, so let's get back to this article so we can prevent that from happening. Okay, Tony.
It says, of course, setting a holiday budget may not be the answer, but either in a aforementioned survey, 47% of folk who agreed to spending limit with their spouses didn't actually stick to it. We see that all the time. Worse yet, 47% of those set spending limits with a spouse wound up deceiving the spouse about the amount ultimately spent.
Y'all better stop that line.
You
Stop
see?
lying.
You see? Putting it in the closets, you putting it in the trunk,
Yeah.
you
You're
putting it
supposed
in
to be
the
Christmas
kids'
shopping,
room.
But you bought some extra things for you.
Yes, you done slick. I just love this though because it's reality.
It's true.
It's really true.
We're on the real today.
Absolutely.
And so we're just trying to help y'all. It's a few more weeks, but people are in the moods right now. I'm telling you already, the malls, parking lots
Packed.
are overloaded. The streets are crazy. So we're trying to help you now.
Right. Absolutely.
Help us help you. Okay? And the ones you
Yes.
love by sharing this show.
Yes.
Okay, let's continue.
This is a really, really good one. It says, hey, the spouse wound up deceiving the spouse about the money ultimately spent. And to add insult to injury, 28% of the U.S. adults spent more on themselves than on the holidays.
What did
than
I
their
just
other
say?
spouses. Rashada
What
just
did
called
I
it.
say?
It says 20% forget to get the gifts for their spouses all together. Wow, honey, honey. Clearly,
I'ma get you next week.
Clearly, this behavior hardly sets the stage for the marital bliss. But more dangerously than that is the fact that overspending can easily lead to holiday debt, something Americans on a whole aren't strangers to. The average U.S. consumer raked up $1,054 in holiday debt last year, which is substantial amount. The problem with debt, of course, is that it creates a situation in which it automatically paying more for things you buy by signing to get charged interest. We know that. Not only that, but too much debt can damage your credit score, thereby potentially causing you to delay or fail to meet your major goals. For example, if you and your spouse are set on wanting to buy a home in the coming year, but you pile up of loads of debt during the holidays, you might fail to get approved for a mortgage. Wow. And that's the sort of thing that can lead to stress, fighting, and general unhappiness.
Oh, I love this. Okay. This is so true. I mean, every iota of what this is saying is so true.
Right.
And so, I mean, but it's things that we don't take into account because we're just trying to be festive. Forget being festive. I mean, you need to really be thinking about your future.
Can I be real?
Yes.
Can we stop trying to buy things with money we don't have to impress people who don't really even care?
Yes,
That is
including family.
Yes, and family, because they're going to talk about you regardless.
I mean,
As
guys,
soon as come on now, and if you're planning, I just love the fact that said if you're planning for something, this could be detrimental and you don't even know it, that you're hurting yourself.
you know, it takes discipline and consistency to be able to stick to your goals. So I'm going to ask you guys to please be disciplined. If you're on a strict budget, do not waver. Okay. Again, this is one day. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, this portion of the show is being sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting a business or looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people of the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with a strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
Boom.
Yes, honey.
Fire is fire on the Sphere. So you guys, you got to be here if you have any sort of thing that you need to discuss with folks, you know, businesses that you need to put on Front Street for people to see,
Absolutely.
products you need people to see.
I'm really
and
excited
offer.
because I think we about to do big things. I see we kind of franchising out and doing all kind of things. Is that right, producer? Did I see that right?
Hey.
All right now.
Okay, I'm glad to be a part of the family.
Hello.
And you know what? You can't go anywhere and do anything without discussing money.
Hello.
I'm so glad our producer Gary Lee, the creator of the Money Factor, understands
it.
that.
Absolutely.
I mean, he was like, what are we going to be talking about? And we don't talk about money. You got to talk about money.
Everything.
And he couldn't have chosen
Yeah.
two more beautiful people to do that than Tony Sanders and I.
What's up?
Yes.
I love it. But I love
Yes.
this article though.
Oh yeah,
Man.
both of these articles are fire for this. I mean,
You
they're
know what?
so appropriate.
They are so appropriate because when I was looking at the second one, I was like, I remember that in my first marriage.
Yes.
I remember
Well,
that. The
you know,
spending.
I do remember that. When I was married, that I think that's kind of when the volume turned up for the holidays.
Yep.
Especially because I want to give my mom this, and I'm like, okay, but
That's not in the budget.
We have two moms in this house, mine and yours, and we would be spending all the budget on her, and so that kind of thing. So, guys, we gotta be smart. Let's go back to the article so we can get some more tips. Okay, a better bet: get on the same page with your spouse about holiday spending. Set a budget jointly and truly commit to sticking to it. That budget, by the way, should be rooted in reality. Whoa!
Yes.
Talk about
Reality.
hitting home.
That's right.
Rooted in reality. I love that.
You have to
Okay,
be
so take a
transparent
look
about
at the money you have available from savings and your paychecks. Work backwards from there. So you should be saving towards Christmas anyway. If you sit down with
Absolutely.
us for a personal financial strategy, we encourage you to do that. Save a little bit each month towards Christmas. That's something we specifically say to you. Do not go in debt in December.
Right.
Okay, let's go back to the article. Okay, so if you feel comfortable withdrawing $500 from a bank account to cover holiday purchases, and you know you'll have another $500 left over in your combined paycheck to throw into the holiday, then set your budget at $1,000 and prioritize your spending so you don't exceed that limit. So whatever that number is, I like the fact that it says it needs to be rooted in reality.
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't encourage dipping into savings for emergencies for Christmas.
Right.
I don't encourage charging on your credit cards for Christmas. I do encourage over the months, throughout the 12 months
Absolutely.
of the year or 11 months of the year,
You
save
put
a
a
little
set
bit.
aside.
There's so many things you can do. You can put a savings account just for Christmas. You can do the envelope system. There's so many things. You'll have to reach out to us so we can help you. A personal financial strategy is what allows you to be able to get on track for Christmas every year. And you can do that by reaching out to us at info@HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com, or you can reach me at LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. You can also reach us on all of our social media platforms, including Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Meetup. We're on Facebook, of course, as the Houston Housewives of Finance
Official.
If it doesn't say official,
It's not us.
So let me tell you something. I totally agree with everything LaShonda said. But you know what I tell people too, LaShonda? If you cannot afford to save as much as you spend, then you can't do it.
Hey.
So if you're going to spend $500, you got to be able to save $500.
Sorry, you got to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
So, we've got to get in the habit of saving more and spending less.
Absolutely.
Even in the holidays. Okay.
Right.
So we're not gonna drop you. We're gonna give you some tips here in just a little bit. So hang with us because we're gonna give you some solutions. We're the people that provide solutions to your resolutions.
All right
okay?
now.
So let's go back to this article because we do want to keep the peace in the marriage now. through sticking to a budget. Though sticking to a budget isn't easy, if you and your spouse partner on it, hold each other accountable, you increase your chances of spending reasonably and avoid debt. It's a better option. It's a far better option than the alternative, racking up a massive credit card balance and having one more thing to fight about. We don't need no more things to fight about in relationships.
We don't need anything else to fight about.
Okay, so when it says holding each other accountable, I think you guys should have a good line of communication.
Absolutely.
Okay, our budget is this. This is how much we're at, because maybe your spouse is going to go shopping, you're going to go shopping separately.
Right.
You guys need to come together at the end of the day and say, how much did you spend? What did you spend? What's left? Who's left on the list? Make it a festive thing, but communicate.
Absolutely. I think communication is definitely the key. Before you even go shopping, make sure that you know how much each person is going to spend.
Exactly.
Because you may come back and he spent a lot more than you anticipated on him spending, or vice versa. And so make sure that you have that conversation. It's all about the communication.
And have a budget for the people you're spending on. So if you need to get your secretary something, maybe her budget is just $30, but your mom's budget is $50. Have a budget, but
Absolutely.
each of you should know what that budget is.
Absolutely.
And be on the same page so you guys can be jolly in the season.
Baby, having a good old time.
Right? So let's go back to the article. That's it.
That's it. But that was an excellent read.
Very sweet and short and to the point.
Absolutely.
So as we promised, we're not going to leave you hanging. But before we get into ideas and things to do, let's talk about workshops, okay? Because you guys, listen up, okay? We were talking about this past week, 4 things that you need to focus on when it comes to planning for 2019 for your financial strategy. I want to throw this in. One of the reasons that we don't keep our resolutions, because people tend to wait to the new year.
Absolutely.
We want to urge you not to do that, okay? Because you're setting yourself up for failure. Why you're setting yourself up for failure? Because statistically, you can do the research. People do not live through their New Year's resolutions.
Absolutely.
And those things at the highest on the list are weight and managing their money. Losing weight, and I'm going to get my finances together,
Right.
okay? But typically, people drop out, renege. We're talking about 6 weeks in, Tony.
Yep. Absolutely.
6 weeks in. And some of the reasons that they do it, they lose their motivation. They don't have the education.
Right.
They don't have any accountability. And they don't know how to they don't have a goal. So in order for you to be motivated, you have to understand what's working against you. There's so many things working against you, but the other thing is you need to you need to get the proper education. That's where our workshops come into play. So there's 2 days a week, actually 4 days a week at 2 days a week at 2 locations. So 4 times in the week that you can get this done. So on Tuesdays, where can they see you?
On Tuesdays, come to Northwest Houston. That's 290 and Tidwell. That's 13831 Northwest Freeway. We're in Suite 215, Houston, Texas 77040. Also, Tuesday 7 p.m. Saturdays 10 a.m. Get started now. Don't wait until 2019.
Don't do it.
Do it now. We still have workshops. We have tomorrow that's going to be going on. We have Saturday, and then we also have 2 more workshops prior to the holidays. So don't procrastinate.
Yes, you guys get started. If Tuesday doesn't work for you, then Wednesday is an option. You can come to West Houston. I'm at 11111. That's 5 ones, Suite 100. And that's Katy Freeway, Houston, Texas, 77079. Wednesday, 7 p.m., Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. There is no excuse, and if you're in Pearland,
Absolutely.
There's the Shadow Creek location, okay? That's a very popular street in Pearland, so you can't miss it. Shadow Creek Parkway. The address is 11233 Shadow Creek Parkway, and that's on the 2nd floor, Suite 255. They have an overview on Monday, and Thursdays are workshops. So there's no excuse.
No excuse.
Monday there at 7 p.m. and Thursdays also at 7 p.m. So you have so many options, you guys. Okay,
there's something going on literally every day. Monday,
almost
Tuesday,
every
Wednesday,
single
Thursday.
day. And then outside of that, we're doing personal appointments. We work by appointment, so you can call us at 1-844-700-4463. Definitely, you can send a text. If you don't want to talk, okay, you can text Ask HHOF, all one word, to 31996. And when you get there, there'll be an option for you to schedule an appointment right there. If that doesn't work for you, go to our website.
Go to our website.
HHOfinance.com.
Yes.
You guys, you can go right there, scroll down, and schedule an appointment. And you can see, what does it say, Tony? It's free.
It's free.
It's complimentary. These are
Right.
complimentary sessions. If you need a review and you want to start the new year, maybe you've done a strategy before, you just need a review, book it, okay? If you've never done a strategy before, book it, okay? The moral of the story here is you need to book, because you need to have a goal. If you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're going, we will help hold you accountable for that goal and help you on the journey to build wealth.
Absolutely. I
Okay.
love it. So take
now-
all the excuses off the table.
No, we're not. I mean, hey, we're eliminating them.
Mm-hmm.
There should be no excuses,
excuse.
especially when these services are provided to you complimentary. You guys, I mean,
Right.
really,
And you
really,
know what? Let's add, this would be a great gift for you and your family.
absolutely.
A great gift.
You know, make an executive decision and say,
Uh-huh.
hey, here's what we're getting ready to do.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna get our life together
Financially.
financially.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So before we go on, this portion of the show is being sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empower movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness that dwells inside. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com, and use the coupon code DOPE, DOPE, exclamation point, for 10% off exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we see what you're saying. KLG, shout out to you.
Yes.
Congratulations, man. Every time I open up social media, KLG is like here.
Yes.
So
I
congratulations
just,
to you.
Yes, and her foundation.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, I love the
yes.
foundation that she created for her mom. She was out in Port Arthur, giving out
toys,
but
paying off
at-
layaways and stuff like- yes,
paying off
yes.
layaways. So I don't know how many they reached this year, but hey, I know in the past that when I owned my salon, we used to partner up and we did a lot of great things. And she continues that mission, and I'm just so proud of her.
Absolutely.
So proud of her.
Shout out to you, KG. Keep it up. All right. So now we said we weren't going to leave you hanging. We're going to give you some options. Okay. That's what the Houston Housewives of Finance is all about. Options. Okay. Options are always good. Okay. Because if one doesn't suit your fancy, there's another.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's go to this article. It's going to talk about 55 inexpensive Christmas gift ideas. Cheap. Keyword here is cheap. Okay. So tis the season. It's okay. We're at the time in our lives where it's okay. You know how people used to say back in the day, she's so cheap.
Yeah.
I'm proudly wearing that title.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. Okay. But I tell you what,
You won't call me broke. You may call me cheap, but you won't call me broke.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to this article. Tony, you want to get us started?
Sure. It says, backed by overwhelming demand of anonymous internet searches, who are already far ahead of their holiday gift planning than I am. Here's a list of no fewer than 55 inexpensive holiday gift ideas. For even more gift ideas, check out the Holiday Gift Guide, with ideas ranging from under $50 to the $100 range, and some alternative ideas to store-bought presents. It says, note, it's the thought that counts is a cliche, a facile way to excuse bad or lazy gift giving. But as you'll see from these picks, it's really not the money, but the thoughtfulness, and that distinguishes so gift from a great one.
Yes.
I'll take the little doggy.
I know, isn't it cute?
So cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at his little hat. That's so cute.
That is really
That
cute.
makes me want a dog. If my
Yeah.
schedule wasn't so crazy, I'd go get me one.
Yeah, that would be a great gift.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, for the home.
A nice poster or a print in a good frame.
Yes. So I want to, throw in something on there. Take a nice photo
Ooh.
and increase it to poster size and frame
Absolutely.
it. You did that for me when our 2015 event in New York.
Absolutely.
And so that was awesome. So that's a good idea.
It's a good idea. And
Let's
especially
continue.
holidays, you think about every year, family, take a picture and give it to your loved ones. 'Cause
Yes,
we don't have
yes.
recent pictures. You always go to your family house.
Or even go back in the archives and get some of the older pictures and have them restored
and
and
have them
framed.
restored
And framed.
Yeah, that's a great
Yes,
idea. That's a
so
great idea.
That's an awesome idea. That can be for home or office.
Mm-hmm.
Recipe cards.
That's
You
a
know,
good one.
That's a good one because some people cook
Yeah.
some good things, and you always want to know, well, how did you make this? Well, those favorite dishes that you make that everybody's always ranting and raving on, just go ahead and type them out and give them to people. Gift wrap them real cute, and that's a good Christmas
great
gift.
idea.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay.
How about a kitchen tool or two?
Now,
Absolutely.
This one is good because how many times do you go to somebody's house and you're like, you don't have no wine opener?
Yeah.
You don't have no potato peeler?
But you know what?
don't
Just
have
looking
no-
at the picture, I would love that. You know how you do the squash, the spaghetti squash, and all the different things. I like the little melon scoopers
Yeah.
and things that we see all the time, but we don't have them.
And those are good things you can get at Five and Below in the dollar store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
I
my
love
daughter,
it.
when she comes cooking she's like, you don't have. No.
She's the
I
chef.
don't have. She's always asking me, you don't have. I'm like, no, I don't have that. Okay. So, I do tell her, if you want me to have it, buy it. Okay.
Right.
So anyway, those are good ideas.
Those are good ideas.
Inexpensive too. Okay. Scented candles. This is one of my absolute favorite. I love candles. And so you can get candles just about anywhere. Anywhere and real cheap. One of my favorite places to buy candles
Where?
is Marshall's.
Really?
Yes, Marshall's. Everything there is a discount. You know, they also have hair care products.
Yes, they do.
Makeup very cheap.
They have everything.
Perfume discounted. So you guys, you have to learn how to be fabulous for cheap.
Right.
Okay, so you can get candles there.
How about Christmas tree ornaments? That's
that
a
could
good
be
one.
a tradition that you do.
That's a
and start.
tradition. Absolutely. I love that idea. What's
Okay.
the next one?
Gardening tools. For those people that like to garden.
Like the garden. Absolutely.
Yes.
That goes back to giving people something that they're going to really use.
They're going to really use. If you pay attention to what people like, then it's really good to
Absolutely.
buy for them. I'm always paying attention to what people do, what they like.
Yes.
So then when I do get ready to gift, then or mentioning, you know how sometimes you have lunch with people and in conversation they're like, oh man, I really need me one. So you'll be thinking,
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
so let's continue.
A great cookbook.
Yes, and there's half price books.
Absolutely.
And
Half price books.
There's also the bookstores that sell used books.
used books.
So that's a good place. We need to get back into reading.
Yes. Because everything is so electronic now.
Yes, it's hard to cook using a recipe on the internet because you have to keep refreshing
You have to keep
your phone.
refreshing back.
So if you have a book, you know, you can just prop it up there on the book stand and
Or
just
if you like me, you have audio books. I'm
Wow.
just saying.
Okay, that's an idea because I mean I hadn't even thought about that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, next.
Keepsakes.
We just said this, a
Yeah,
photograph
we
in a
said
nice
that.
frame. Yes, so pay attention to that. A photo calendar, coffee
Yes.
mug, or good old-fashioned scrapbook. Okay, so
Mm.
scrapbooking was pushed off a while back, but it's still a good idea. That's for old photos. That can be good for that.
You know, because we don't print pictures anymore.
Yeah, but nowadays, you can go to Walmart and put a photo on a mug.
Right.
You can put it on a mouse pad. You know, these are all good ideas.
Great
and very
idea.
inexpensive. Yes. Let's go on.
A lunar calendar?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know that I care.
Yeah. I don't know. For some people, maybe that is.
Maybe that's their thing.
Yeah, perfect for friends who
Oh.
are into astronomy, astrology. I like it,
Okay.
but okay. Next.
All right, next. Stationery.
Yeah.
I love to write.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to a place that I saw yesterday, and I saw something that I said, and I should have got it, and it was a little
Man,
stationery. It was
I
really
love
nice.
stationery because when you want to write I like to just have a stash for when I want to write little notes.
Yeah, she's a writer, so
I love writing notes. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, next.
a journal or a notebook
I
with
love
a personal
journals.
note. Yeah, that's
anything have to do with writing. I love.
Right.
So I was cleaning my bedroom yesterday, me and my granddaughters, and by my nightstand, please tell me why I have like 6 journals.
Wow.
Because I see them and they're like, I was like, oh, that's so cute. I just want to write in it, but I need to write in them.
You need to write it.
I'm not buying no more. Okay. Okay, next.
Hat, mittens, and scarves. That's always good.
Always. And then when the season comes, we don't have them.
Now,
or we lose them.
I disagree with this one, though. It says unless you live in Florida or south of California, but those people travel.
They visit people who live
they
in those
travel,
places,
and then they don't
live in the
have those
north.
things. Right.
Yes, you still need them. Okay.
You
And
still
then
need
how
'em.
many times do you have to buy gloves? 'Cause
You
you
always
lost
have to
one.
go. Yeah. I'm
You
going
lost
out of
one.
town, and I got to go and buy some.
My thing is, I always lose one. I mean, they're like the dry to Easter socks. I'm always rebuying gloves because I lose one, or I lose two, or I lose them. Anyway, let's move on.
Nice socks.
This
Yeah.
is me.
Mhm.
That's me. I love fuzzy socks.
Yes.
So people always say, what do you know, anything that candles, bubble bath, fuzzy socks, and writing stuff. I'm easy. Okay, next.
A nice tote bag.
To put all that stuff in. Travel pillow.
A travel pillow, yes.
Especially for people
those who
who
travel.
travel.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And
So
travel
these are
pillows
good-
became really popular because, before on the airplanes, they used to give you the little nasty pillows, and now you bring your own pillow.
Yeah, I'm glad they stopped that because
Yeah.
I'm like, who all been laying on this blanket, slobbering on it and stuff?
I
This is
cannot.
nasty. So that's a good
That's
white
a good
elephant
one.
gift.
Right.
Absolutely.
is.
Okay, let's move on. Creative keychain. Okay.
Okay.
That's creative.
Maybe
That's good
for the kids. Mhm.
Okay.
They like
Some
that kinda
adults
stuff.
can't keep their keys either.
Yeah, Taylor used to collect keychains, so I have hundreds of keychains.
Yeah, when I travel, I always get
Yeah,
keychains and give them to
keychains.
people.
Absolutely.
So let's go on and see what's next.
I'm still looking for the good
An
stuff.
action figure or some other kind of figurine. Next. Costume jewelry. Now you're speaking my language.
Now we're talking. That's a beautiful piece right there too.
Yes, I love it. Okay. And now it's so easy to find costume jewelry.
Right, absolutely.
Everybody's making it.
Everybody's making it.
You can get
It's
online
everywhere.
on EC. You can, yeah, it's everywhere.
Mhm.
TJ Maxx is a good place to get good
stuff.
Yes.
Ross, too.
Okay, wallets. You can find that everywhere.
Mhm.
Okay, this is a good place to get a good wallet. You can get from even Walmart. Okay, let's move on. Belts.
A belt.
Yes, it's especially my thing with guys. I hate to see you wearing black shoes and a brown belt. That's my pet peeve.
Right.
I'm like, can you make your
Or
you
your
know,
belt is raggedy because you've worn it so much.
yeah,
and the
it's
hole,
and the
all
hole
tore
is
up.
tore up or it
Yeah.
bends
And belts are
and
very
stuff.
inexpensive. They're under $20.
Yeah, so if you guys, okay, ladies, take a look at your dude. If his belt ain't on point, that might be a gift.
Yeah, get him a belt.
Okay, and if he look funny at you because you bought him a gift, say, look at yours, and you'll
And-
understand why
Wait,
I did
and
this.
if your kids are acting up, get them a belt.
Yes.
Get them a belt.
Okay, next. Food and drink. This is always good.
Always good. If you can cook, though.
Yes.
Yes.
But if you can't cook, I'm going to encourage you to send them to the restaurant.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the cheap, because now you can get stuff on Groupon really cheap for
Right.
restaurants.
But you know what I like gifting too during the holidays? A bottle of wine in a nice bags. That's always a good
A
one.
bottle of wine in a nice bag, and one of my favorites is Hickory Farms.
Mm.
Hickory Farms has a
All the
lot
little,
of
the gift baskets and
yes,
the,
and they're very inexpensive,
Right.
and you could literally get something. They have a budget starting from $10 all the way up to
something to meet
$100.
all your budget.
And if you attach that with a bottle of wine, now
That's good.
that's a night
Some-
out.
yes.
That's a quiet time.
That's some date night right there. Mhm.
Yes. Okay, let's go on. A nice jar or vase of candy, filled with candy. Okay, so that that could be festive too.
Absolutely.
That's
All the
good
colors and put a
that's
bow
good
on
gifts
there.
for people at the office.
Yeah.
Because you can just go and buy go to the dollar store,
Buy a nice jar.
buy the nice jars, and they have dollar candy, and fill that and put a bow on it.
And that's good.
There you go.
It's the thoughtfulness behind
It's
it.
the thought. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, this was so nice. How
Right.
many times you sit in your office, you wish you had a piece of candy?
Wish you had a piece of candy.
There we go. Okay,
Mm.
so next, a coffee
mug.
or tea mug and a bag of coffee or a box of tea. And box of teas is really cheap.
Mhm.
Again, here's a place you can go. Now, Marshalls, when you're checking out,
They have
and
everything,
is
there.
right there.
Mhm.
And all these nice mugs, and you can just grab some coffee, put
Set
some
it in
stuffing paper in there,
Mhm.
stuff it in there, put a bow on it. Hey,
That's
that's
really cute.
and
Especially for all the you
coffee
know your
drinkers.
friends love coffee, and then you can
And
save
tea.
them money from going to Starbucks.
and tea drinkers, and get them a mug that fits their personality.
Absolutely.
Very cheap. Or like we just showed, get their personalized mug made with a picture at Walmart.
Right.
Okay. Next,
A pour over coffee starter kit.
This is for those people who are, the bougie coffee drinkers.
Next. A bottle of a good bitters and a book of cocktails. I like that one.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. So for people aspiring to learn, you can put them together make a cocktail kit.
Right. That's cute.
That's real cute. 27. Handful of nips and quality whiskey.
All right.
Okay. Now we get into the folks that drink.
Hello.
Next. Nuts and trail mix gift bag. I love this.
And because you make some really good
because
trail
I
mix.
really do.
Yes.
And
that's a good one. So you imagine putting it in a bag and putting a bow on it.
Putting a bow on it. Yes.
That's
so
a good one.
That's what I'm gonna be doing. Making trail mix and bakes
That's a really good one.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, next.
A gift bag or basket of gourmet chocolates, truffles, or bars.
Now I want to tell you to go make your own because when you buy them, they could be a little bit expensive. They can be pricey.
Absolutely.
Unless you're going to Sam's, and even Sam's now, they're getting price on their gift baskets. I make my own.
Right.
You can go buy a basket and, fill it for less than $20.
And put what people really want.
Exactly.
Because 9 times out of 10, when you get a basket, there's something in there that you don't want. But hey, put it where everything that they like, you can put it in the basket.
Exactly.
And
make your own.
Personalize
Make your own. This goes back to the planning, which we talked about earlier in the show. Plan and take a day and just say, this is going to be my gift making DIY day.
Right. And don't wait till the last minute.
No, it's stressful. It's stressful. Then you just end up throwing stuff in the basket.
And they like, oh, I know you did this last night on the way over here.
Exactly. Okay, next. Oh, 6-pack of specialty beer. Okay. Again, we're appealing to the palate of the drinkers.
Yeah, it's quite a bit on here, but I think that the top 30 is good. But again, all you have to do is get creative, be thoughtful, create a budget so that you don't blow your budget, especially for couples and even for kids. I want to make sure that you guys understand this. LaShonda and I, we don't have any younger children. Our children are adults. However, for those of you who have younger kids, do not go and buy all of those toys.
Oh my gosh,
I promise you, they only like 1 or 2 things, and the other things they don't care about. They don't even know that they're there.
I'm gonna say, hey, listen, put some money away for your children. Yes. For everything you spend some money on, save the same amount for them. Let's apply that same principle to our children, okay? Right. Because, hey, funding their future is not cheap. It's costing the cost of a home nowadays for college.
Absolutely.
So we really have to think deep about our spending, okay? So, again, there's 55 on this list, and we're going to show you another article real quick. You can go back. If you subscribe, you can go back, and these links will be provided to you. We'll also put them on our website. Okay, I know we haven't been doing that lately, but I will. Okay, the next article gives you 101 inexpensive handmade Christmas gifts.
For all our crafty people.
So these are for the crafty people that you love to make things. We're scrolling through. So this is where you can, this is where you want to start saving those bottles and things so you can make, bath salts and, cook. Pocket and hand warmer. That looks really, that's a good idea. Hot cocoa kits.
I really like that.
Really, look at the candy bark bar, a jar. Hot cocoa.
And look how they personalized
Yes,
everything.
It's so cute. Candy canes. Look at how this candy cane is done. Very Christmas tree ornaments. And here we go with
really cute.
The mug where you can stuff the mug with something, some treats or things like that. So when you're stuffing mugs, you guys, you can buy a big bag of something, take a little bit out and stuff it into each mug. So, hey, long story short, have a wonderful time this holiday, but be mindful of your budget. That's what the Money Factor is all about. Right. We're talking about money. We don't expect you to be the Grinch, but we do expect you to be wise.
Absolutely.
Okay? And so, of course, reach out to us. Got to say it again. Come to the workshops. Do your personal financial needs analysis or strategy, whichever you want to call it, before January. Get a head start on that, you guys. Right. I would even advise you, come do it before Christmas.
That would be
that's
a great Christmas gift.
Great Christmas gift. So you can reach out to me. I'm LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S at the HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. Again, just get in contact with us on all of our social media platforms. If you have an issue finding us, just Google us. We're going to be there. We just want to be your resource for the 2019 season. And hey, this was a great show.
Great show. Love it. We love you too, but we want you to be wise. Okay. So come back next week, same time, same place, right here on The Money Factor. We'll see you then. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.